Well, you guys have asked for it, and today we're going to go over the entire medical student desk setup. So let's jump right into it. What is up and good morning YouTube. For those of you guys that are new here, my name is Jason, now a second year med student here at GW, George Washington in DC. But before we can get through the whole video of what is my desk setup, what are the important things that you guys should be having as well, please be sure to like and subscribe. I'm just gonna wait here until you guys subscribe. Just that little button down below makes a huge difference in growing this channel, and I can't do it without all of your guys' support. So let's take you guys through it so that way you guys can, one, prepare for your own med school desk setup, use this desk setup at home, and make sure that you guys are on top of everything that you need. So this is my desk here. We can start off with the desk itself. This is a Tresanti standing desk. So on the side here, I have some buttons that I can adjust the height, and take it back down to where I need. But I love this thing. Again, I will leave the link in the description for all of my products. That way you guys are able to easily find it and access it. But again, that is the desk structure itself. I am currently sitting on a gaming chair. I will try to find a link on Amazon so that way you guys can find it too. But my biggest part that I love about it is this part right here, a little neck rest cushion. It also has a handle on the side so that way I can drop all the way back and relax and come right back up. So this is the desk and the chair, the kind of main components of it all. But let's really get into everything here. What I have currently running all of this stuff here is the Mac Mini. This one I got when I started med school last year. It is the M1 chip, and so the biggest thing about it is that it is amazingly fast in processing, especially when it comes to making all of these videos for you guys. So I love using this. It was a bit of an investment, but I'm glad I made the purchase. So with it, I have the two monitors. I have an Acer, this is, I believe is a 24-inch monitor, and an LG, a 30-inch monitor. Again, I'll leave the links down in the description below. But the part of trying to keep it all clean compared to where it was last year of having stuff sitting underneath to hold it up versus having stuff around the side to keep it on a stand, I have put in a full monitor arm in the back here. But because of the desk that I have itself with it, this desk is actually a glass top. So the glass top means that I kind of have to be more careful with all the little things that I do. But I have a monitor arm in the back. It's on a plate that holds onto the glass. So that way there's some cushion, as well as another plate on the bottom so we can hook on properly. So like I said, this is the back part of the overall monitor arm setup. I want to show you guys here. So like I was saying, this monitor does not have the VGA setup, so I had to combine and add in these kind of U-shaped devices, this U-shaped thing on the back here, so that way it can hold everything up properly. And then again, everything is running through the back. Overall organized with all of it, so that way you guys can't see it from the front, but in the back, still a bit of a mess. And then as you guys can see here, I can move the desk over actually. But as you guys can see, this is the monitor arm setup. As you guys can see, everything is kind of held together there. And then this is the major part. So right here, this piece that I'm touching right here is a almost like a padded cushion, so that way it doesn't have metal directly on glass. Didn't want anything to break while setting it up. So I added that in. And then this is the arm that it's all connected to. And then underneath, I can show you guys, I had to set up this little fancy device, that way it could properly hold all of the stuff without, again, destroying the glass or anything like it. So this is the monitor arm setup that I had to utilize, kind of going around with a glass desk setup so that way I don't break anything in the process. So as you guys know, with this crazy desk setup and all the stuff kind of going on, everything plugged in, as you guys can see there, it has to go somewhere. So I put together this amazing cable management system. It has taken some work. It's still a bit of a mess, but overall holds everything fairly well. I have some, I don't even know what you would call it, underneath holding this whole thing up. But it is doing the best job possible. Absolutely would recommend cable management system for all this stuff, so it's clean and organized. Those are the main kind of compartments of the desk. So gone over the computer running everything, the two monitors, monitor arms, how I have it set up, and now let's kind of go over the other little things that I find on my desk that are absolute musts. The two things that I absolutely love and I think were probably a good investment on my end were, one, the Logitech keyboard here. This keyboard I absolutely love. It has one of the two very most important things. So as you guys can see here, there's a 1, a 2, and a 3. These two allow you to connect to 3 separate computers. So for 1, I just have it for the Mac. For 2, I used to connect this to my work computer. My work computer was Windows, so that way I could adjust it by hitting 2. And then 3, I can connect it to my phone, my iPad, whatever I need. But I absolutely love it, mainly because it has the Apple keys down below, as well as a number pad right here. I think this is super important, very much utilized for me, especially kind of going through Excel and research work. So that is the Logitech keyboard. Again, link in description. Second is this mouse. I have the Logitech mouse here. This is the M510 Logitech mouse. Again, love all of Logitech products when it comes to keyboards and mice. So typical kind of mouse, overall ergonomically shaped, so that way it's comfortable to use. But 2, it has these side buttons here. So I have one of them to create a screenshot and the other to go back on the page, because it's a lot easier to kind of go through and run through everything super quick. So love that. And then because, like I said, this is a glass top desk, I bought a little mouse pad here. Kind of like this design, little simple, intricate design here, so keep that together. But that is pretty much my home computer work, everything that I utilize at home. So as you guys can see here, I have Anki up in the background. I couldn't make a video without Anki, so I had to put it up. So with that, I wanted to show you guys the 8-bit Do. This is the Anki remote that I use. I plan on making a future video to kind of describe how I've set it all up, but this is living on my desk because I use it all the time. Most of the times I just kind of tuck it in right there, so it sits beautifully. So some other things that are my at-home musts are, 1, my AirPod Pros. I use these guys all the time, super easy and efficient to kind of listen to whatever I need to as far as lectures, for sketchy, whatever it may be. These kind of live on my desk, so I leave them here all the time. Second is a good notepad. So I like to take notes during meetings, during lectures, something that's just like quick and easy to jot down. As you guys can see here, just kind of, I've written stuff all over. So with that, highly recommend. These are just the Amazon Basics notepads. There's a bunch of them that come in it. I highly recommend for quick and easy notes. So I just leave it on the side of my desk. With a pen, I can leave this in the description below if you guys are interested. I like the more liquid kind of gel pens, that way it has more flow into it. But those are like my mainstays of my desk setup. The stuff that kind of comes and goes with my desk and that I kind of keep and house it here for whenever I'm home are 2 of the most important things. So 1 is my iPad. This is the iPad that was given, quote unquote, given to me from school. And so with that, love this thing. I have to take all my exams on it, so I utilize this a bunch. But the little add-ons that I've added to this are, 1, the pencil that sits up top in here in the sleeve, and 2, the keyboard down here. I just use this as my go-to for everything that I may need. I just bring it in school, small, compact, easy to use, and can be used like a little mini computer. Love this. And the second part is my Mac Air. So this guy I've had for quite a while. I bought this Mac in college. Little update on, or the little upgrade that I put on it was just put in a new battery. So highly recommend just kind of going and doing that. That's an easy way to increase the life of your computers. Just throw on a new battery and you're pretty much set to go. But like I said, this is a med school desk setup. So one of the most important things that you need in medical school is your first aid textbook. So this thing is an absolute lifesaver for all of the med school information that you kind of go through. The biggest thing that I love about it is that it kind of shows little tables of everything that you may need. So let's say that you need to remember what all of your torch infections are. So your torch infections are all those microbes that we pass from mother to infant. And so they have a nice little table here to kind of show you exactly what they are, what's the major information from it. So I love this, and this again just lives on my desk because anytime I need to look something up for a quick reference, whatever it may be, just skim through first aid for the appropriate information. Another super part of my desk setup is one of the things that I utilize for all my videos that I think is also important for those that you guys that don't necessarily produce or content creators. So this is the iSandisk. This is the iXpand flash drive. So with it, it's actually super easy to use. All you do is, as you guys can see here, there's a little place for you to plug into your phone. So then you plug it in, put all your media, videos, photos, whatever it may be, pull it onto your phone, it stores it in this device, and then as you guys can see here, this is a USB, so you just plug it right into your own computer, so that way you are set to go. Easy to transfer, no need to deal with AirDrop or anything like that. And one of the cool features about this, especially because all you have to do is go through their app, you have the option to delete all that stuff from your phone, so that way you save space, so it can just be stored on your computer, which has so much more storage than a phone. So highly recommend utilizing these for anything of moving of media, like I said, videos, photos, whatever it may be. Another must in your med school desk setup is the SanDisk 1 terabyte. This is the extreme portable SSD. Highly recommend utilizing it because, again, a whole other terabyte of storage for everything that you may need. I use this mainly for my videos and editing stuff, so a lot of the videos and whatnot is on here, but you guys can utilize this for anything else that you may need for storage. So again, SanDisk 1 terabyte, would highly recommend utilizing this for your external hard drive, something to keep with you, something to use as a backup place for everything that you're storing on your computer. And well, last but not least, the most important part of my desk setup is this little plush teddy bear from GW Medicine. So I got this during med school orientation last year. The whole premise behind it is that the best way to retain and learn information is to be able to share it with others. Sometimes you don't necessarily have someone else to share it with. So this teddy bear pretty much knows all the material that I know because I have told him all this information. And that's really the best way to kind of get through med school, is being able to talk it out, figure it out, and explain your own thought process for it all. So this guy lives on my desk. So that is my medical student desk setup. Everything that you may need, from your own little Mac mini computer to a dual monitor. Again, highly recommend a dual monitor setup. I promise you it is so worth the investment. To then having an amazing keyboard and mouse to have everything run smoothly, and again, good sounding keyboard and mouse. To then having your AirPods to listen to whatever you may need, to your iPad and your MacBook Air to allow for some movability and everything that you may need. And again, as a medical student, cannot live without first aid. But that is my medical student desk setup. So let me guys know if you guys have any questions on these products, anything that you guys would even recommend for me to grab as a medical student that I don't already. Leave it down below in the comments. So that's gonna be it for the video. Thank you guys so much for sticking to the end. Please be sure to like and subscribe and tell all your friends about this as we embark on the journey of MD in the making. Peace.